Euphorium. Just tell us a little bit about what Euphorium used to do, or what its business model is about.
So Euphorium, we say that we are a social enterprise with an arts heart and a community development brain. So a lot of artsy organisations are not-for-profit or non-government organisations. We're a business model, so it's a little bit different, and therefore we do come across a lot of different challenges than some other similar sorts of companies or businesses or organisations within the industry might do. We all work for Euphorium / volunteer for Euphorium because we like to, we just want to do good. We're all here to make a positive difference in whatever version of the world that we are in. So service-wise, before COVID, we were providing programs or providing in-person things, so physically present, going to shows, doing a workshop, coming and being part of something in person, which a lot of people were doing. And now, obviously, we can't do that. So we would physically engage the community, and now we can't do that. So our initial reaction when we heard all the stuff starting about the coronavirus and what these restrictions might mean and all that sort of thing, we were like, meh, you know, we'll be okay, we'll be fine, we're used to being flexible. But then literally they cancelled public gatherings, and that was 99.5% of our work just went so we were quite shocked, and there was about a week there where we were trying to plan and trying to stay on our feet, but we were really kind of just like, holy crap, what are we going to do? We're all going to die, basically. It was quite a deep hole that we were in for a while. But we were very lucky to have some people around us who could see past that and were really good at helping us with the risk management side of things, as you're well aware, Tom. And we pulled ourselves out of that little hole quite quickly and thought, right, how are we going to survive this? We refocused and wanted to think about how can we still provide value? Like, how can we still achieve what we were achieving in person without being physically together? How can we not just put it online like everybody else is as well, you know? Everyone's just taking like the dance class and putting it online, and you can watch the dance class through Zoom and do it in your home. That's great, that's awesome, but we wanted to try and make it a little bit different, because once we're online, our audience has access to everybody else. We're not the only ones. If we were still doing our physical thing, then our audience their options are limited to who is in town with them. Whereas if it's online, it's open to anybody. So we really have to be quite different in that respect. We have always been good at making something from nothing, and fantastic. We are essentially creative. So pulling solutions out of thin air is our bread and butter. So we're quite good at looking at what is the new need and where do we fit inside that. We stripped everything right back to the essential. I mean, we had to, because pretty much, like I say, 99.5% of any of our jobs or work had gone. So we worked from a scarcity mindset. We were like, right, well, what don't we have? What do we have? Which is not much. And what can we still achieve with our purpose in this new environment? And an example is we used to deliver school holiday programs for youth and get them doing something different, getting them outside of their comfort zones a little bit, getting them confidence boosters, that sort of thing. And we know we can't do that, so we created a holiday program in a box, and we hand delivered it. Firstly, we are working on the next round, which we posted, and inside that box are things to take the kids away from the screens. So we had a problem with screen time before COVID-19. I think we're going to have a big problem with screen time during COVID-19. So we've got things to get their little fingers working, to get them being creative, to get them using tools and doing woodwork and sewing and all that sort of thing. So that's one example. We're aiming to do a couple more programs in a box for some of our adult programs as well. So they might have to include a little bit of online stuff to still get the connection, but all in all, that's our aim. And it's actually blown up, and we sold out of all our boxes in one day. So it was really amazing. So what is the word? Not being too, like, don't cling to that one thing that you did. Like, we've got some favorite programs and things that we offered and ran, but we can't cling to them, because if we did, then we would just get stuck, because we wouldn't be able to, we've got so many boundaries right now, we wouldn't be able to do them. So being able to look past the thing that you do to what is the thing that we achieve from that, and then going around it, and how can we still achieve that without doing this thing. We can go back to this thing, hopefully, when our new, whatever normal looks like, comes back. But so that's one, definitely being able to let go of that sort of thing. Being able to, as much as we want to get a little bit away from our screens, still being able to connect with your team is a big one. We spent the first couple of weeks in our working from home environments without having our team meetings and stuff still. We've found a platform that lets us be on voice chat just while we work. So it's like being in the room with each other. We don't have to have our screens on, we don't have to look at each other, but while we're working, we can just be like, oh, hey, do you remember that thing? What was it again? Without having to make a phone call or do a Zoom meeting or whatever. It's like it's like they're in the room with you, kind of. It's really nice. That team cohesion is definitely important to keep. And third, I think making it as easy as you can for yourself. So, you know, don't put any pressure on. If you need to have a week off, then do. If, like you were saying before, Tom, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be Hollywood. It doesn't have to be all spick and span. It just has to be something. Just make sure that you're keeping engaged with the people you were engaged with before in some way, shape or form, whether it's a letter that you post, whether it's a newsletter that you email out, whether it's a Facebook group where you all get in and post memes and just have fun. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be what it was before. Just keep something going.